Hello, 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 wonderful English learners. Welcome back to the Juragan English Channel, your favourite cosy place to learn real natural English in a fun and friendly way. I'm Mia, and I am so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Alex. Hello, everyone. The sun is shining, the energy is great, and we have an absolutely amazing topic for you today. I genuinely cannot wait to get into this one. How are you feeling, Mia?
I'm feeling fantastic, Alex. I have my cup of tea right here, which, by the way, is already connected to today's lesson. And I am ready to help every single person listening finally crack one of the biggest challenges in...
Oh, one of the biggest challenges. That's a strong statement. But I completely agree. Because today, we are talking about how to...
Yes. And before we go further, if you are new here, welcome to the Juragan English Channel family. Please subscribe so you never miss a lesson. And if you're a regular listener, thank you so much. Please hit that like button.
Okay, let's talk about this. Because I know so many English learners go through this exact experience. You hear something in English, and then your brain immediately says, wait. What does that mean in my language?
Yes, you translate it into your language first. Then you think about what you want to say. Then you translate that back into English. And then, maybe, you speak.
That is like a three-step detour every single time you want to say something. English to your language to English. Just thinking about it makes me tired.
And the biggest problem with this? It is so slow. By the time you've done all that translating, the conversation has already moved on. Someone asks, "How are you?" And while you're translating and thinking, they're all...
You always feel one step behind, like you're chasing the conversation instead of being in the conversation. And that feeling is really frustrating, right?
It really is. And here's another big problem with translating word by word. Languages are not the same. One word in English can have many different meanings. And sometimes a phrase in your...
So if you translate word by word, the result can sound very strange. Sometimes even completely incorrect. And you wonder, why does my English sound weird? It's because it went through a translation.
So, the goal, the big goal, is to think directly in English. To build what we call a direct connection, like a clear, fast road that goes straight from your brain to your mouth.
I love that image, a direct road, no detours. That's exactly what we want to build. And the great news? We have 5 simple, practical tips to help you start building that road today.
5 tips, and they start really small and get bigger step by step. Are you ready, everyone? Let's go. Tip number 1, start small. Start with single words.
Single words. Okay, this sounds very simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Here's what you do. Look around you right now. What do you see?
I see my desk. I see my cup of tea. I see a lamp. I see a pen on the table.
Perfect. Now, when you look at that pen, don't think of the word for it in your own language first. Just look at it and think. Pen.
So you look at the door. Think door. Look at the window. Think window. Look at the chair. Think chair. You are literally labeling the world around you in English.
I love that. You become your own English labeling machine. And you can do this anywhere. Walk around your home, kitchen, table, cup, plate, fridge, sink. Say the English word.
Do this for just 5 minutes every single day. 5 minutes. That's all. And slowly, without even realizing.
That is the magic moment, when the English word comes first. That is when you know the direct road is being built. So everyone, try this today. Walk around for 5 minutes and label everything you see in English.
Brilliant tip. Okay, tip number 2. Use pictures, and specifically, picture flashcards. Have you ever used flashcards, Alex?
Yes, and they are so useful. Here's how it works. You take a small card. On one side, you put a picture. For example, a picture of a bright, shining sun.
And on the other side, you write the English word sun. That's it. No translation, no word in your own language, just the picture and the English word.
So when you look at the picture of the sun, your brain goes directly to the word sun. Not the word for sun in your language first. The picture and the English word are connected.
And pictures are universal. An apple looks like an apple everywhere in the world. A dog looks like a dog. The image doesn't need translation. It is.
You can make flashcards for animals. A picture of a dog, a cat, a bird. For food, a picture of an apple, a banana, a bowl of rice. For objects around the house.
And you can even make it a fun game. See how many picture cards you can name in 1 minute. Challenge yourself. Challenge a friend. Making learning feel like a game is so powerful because your brain remembers things better when you're enjoying yourself.
Apps like Anki or Quizlet let you make digital picture flashcards on your phone, totally free. So you can practice anywhere, anytime. On the bus, in a waiting room, during a lunch break.
Okay, so tip 1 is single words with real objects. Tip 2 is pictures and flashcards. Both of these are for individual words. But what about sentences? Because speaking is more.
Great point. And that's exactly what tip number 3 is about. Tip number 3, think in simple English sentences. And we start with the simplest sentences possible.
How simple? This simple. I am happy. I am tired. I am hungry. That's it.
Here's the key. When you feel an emotion, don't think about how to say it in your language first. Just feel it and connect it directly to the English sentence. You feel happy? Think, I am happy. You feel tired?
Your stomach makes a noise. Think, I am hungry. And you can do this with actions too. When you are drinking water, think, I drink water. When you open a door, think, I open the door.
It's like narrating your own life in English. A little movie playing in your head, and the soundtrack is all in English. I open the door. I walk to the kitchen. I make my tea. I sit at the table.
And it feels strange at first. Yes, that's completely normal. But little by little, these simple English sentences start to feel natural. Your brain gets used to thinking this way. And then it starts doing it all.
That's the goal. Automatic English thinking. And simple sentences are the foundation. Once you can think, I am happy, and I drink water, you can build from there. More complex sentences come later. But you have to start simple.
Tip number 4. Watch and listen to lots of simple English. And yes, this podcast totally counts. But there's
Cartoons and children's songs. Don't be embarrassed. They are amazing for building direct English thinking.
And here's why they work so well. When you watch a cartoon, you see the characters moving. You see what's happening in the story. You see someone throw a ball, and they say ball. And
you don't have time to translate because the cartoon is moving. You just watch, listen, and understand through the pictures and context. Your brain makes the connection directly, without going through your own language.
This is called comprehensible input, language you can understand from the context, even if you don't know every word, and cartoons are full of it. Simple language, clear visuals, lots of repetition.
And children's songs are the same. Think about classic songs like Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes. You hear the word and you...
So find a simple English cartoon you enjoy, or some fun English songs. Watch or listen for just 10 to 15 minutes every day. It doesn't feel like studying. It feels like fun.
Even simple YouTube videos with clear visuals work great. Cooking videos, nature videos, simple story videos for kids. As long as the English is clear and the images help you understand.
Okay, and now we arrive at the 5th tip. And I think this might actually be the most important one of all. Tip number 5. Be patient with yourself.
Be patient. Yes. This is so important and people don't talk about it enough. because learning to think in a new language is genuinely hard. It takes real time. It's like learning to walk.
When a baby learns to walk, they fall down. Again and again and again. They don't give up and say, "I am terrible at walking. I will never walk." They get back up and
And thinking in English is the same. You have been translating in your head for months, maybe years. That is a habit, a very strong habit. And changing a habit takes time and repetition.
So if you're in the middle of a sentence and your brain suddenly translates, that's okay. That's normal. Don't get angry with yourself. Don't say, "I'm so bad at English." Don't give up.
Instead, just notice it. Say to yourself, "Oops, I translated. That's okay. Let me try again." And then try again with a simple word or phrase. Be kind to your brain. It is working hard.
Progress is so much more important than perfection. Every single time you look at an object and the English word comes to your mind first, that is a victory. Celebrate it. Even the tiny wins matter.
And remember, mistakes are not your enemies. Mistakes are your teachers. They show you exactly where to practice more. A mistake is not a...
Huge difference. So be kind to yourself. Be patient. Keep going. Keep practicing, even just a little bit every day.
Small steps every day, consistently. That is how your English brain gets stronger. That is how the direct road gets wider and faster. And one day, you won't even notice it happening. English will just come.
That is the moment we want for every single one of you. And it will come. We promise. Let's do a quick review of all 5 tips.
Tip 1. Start small. Label the world around you in English. Look at objects and think the English word directly. Chair, table, window, cup. 5 minutes every day.
Tip 2. Use pictures. Make picture flashcards with an image on one side and the English word on the other. Connect the picture directly to the English.
Tip 3. Think in simple English sentences. Connect your feelings and actions directly to English. I am happy. I am tired. I drink water. I open the door.
Tip 4. Watch and listen to simple English every day. Cartoons, children's songs, simple videos. Your brain learns through pictures and context without translating. 10 to 15 minutes a day makes a real difference.
And tip 5. Be patient with yourself. Changing a habit takes time. Mistakes are your teachers. Progress is more important than perfection. Be kind to your incredible, hard-working brain.
Those 5 tips, practiced a little bit every day, will genuinely change how your brain works in English. The direct road gets built one small connection at a time, and before you know it, you're thinking in English without even trying.
And your conversations will become so much better. You'll be able to listen and respond faster. You'll feel less nervous. You'll feel...
That is the goal. Real, natural English conversations. And it all starts with one tiny step, one word, one object, maybe the pen in your hand right now.
Look at it. What's the word? Don't translate, just think it directly. Pen. That's your first step. You're already doing it.
Now, here is our fun challenge for you in the comments today. Look around you right now and write one thing you see in English. Just one word. Is it a phone?
Write it in the comments below. This is your very first step to thinking in English starting today. We can't wait to read what you see. It's going to be so much fun.
And if this episode helped you feel more confident and more ready, please give it a big like, subscribe to the Juragan English Channel so you never miss a lesson, and share it with a friend who gets stuck translating in their head.
Your support means the world to us. It helps us keep making free, high-quality English lessons for learners everywhere. Thank you so much for being here.
This is Mia.
And this is Alex.
From the Juragan English Channel. Keep practicing, keep being patient with yourself. And remember, every tiny connection your brain makes is a step forward on your English journey. We are so proud of you.
Bye everyone. See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, keep going. Your English brain is getting stronger every single day.